Hello, welcome to my 31st October. I'm Lucky27, and this is a series of stories I have often told about my life. This is part 2 of the story entitled, My Bloody Mary Prank. So, she was at it again, and I was not looking forward to having to hide from our mirrors for the next however long. So I, on the fly, came up with a way that I thought would cause her and her friends to never want to do this again. First, I have to explain a little bit about our mobile home hall bathroom. There were 2 ways into this bathroom. One was through the hall, and the other was in the laundry room. Both doors locked from the inside. There was also this huge mirror in the bathroom that swayed if you sneezed too hard while anywhere near it. The wall that it hung on was connected to the hallway. So I told my friend that I had an idea to get these girls good and scared, and she was all for it. She hated them as much as I did and loved scaring people. So I told her to go into the bathroom through the hallway door and distract my sister and her friends, while I went through the laundry room door. I told her that they would probably tell her to piss off, but she was to lock the door on the inside when they did that, and I would lock the other door while they yelled at her. Then I told her to meet me in the hallway. It went down exactly the way I knew it would. She told them she needed to use the bathroom, and they chewed her out for breathing in their presence. But I was able to lock the other door without them seeing, and she locked her door as she left them. Then we waited in the hallway on the other side of the mirror for them to get up the nerve to summon Bloody Mary. Finally, I heard my sister's voice start the call. She had always been the bravest, so I wasn't surprised that it was her calling out. She called out again after some giggling and shushing. Then she called out for the 3rd time. My friend and I waited for maybe 10 seconds. Then we wailed on that wall with our hands, making the mirror in the bathroom swing and bang around crazily. We heard them screaming and crying as they tried to pry the doors open, but they were locked. Then my friend and I ran back to the couch and continued to watch our movie and eat popcorn. They flew out of that bathroom like the devil himself was after them. They were screaming and crying, and they ran out the front door, while my friend and I watched in shock from the couch. This all took place in less than 10 seconds, and they were gone. My mom came out of her room to find candle wax all over the hall carpet, and my friend and I frozen in place, staring at the open front door. She asked us what the heck had happened, and we just pointed to the front door and said, "They left." Now, this was a sleepover no-no in my mom's house. It didn't matter how old we got or how close our friends lived. Once you were inside, you didn't leave the sleepover. So now my mom, in her pajamas, grabs her car keys, tells my friend and I to stay put, then goes out looking for my sister and her friends. They were all back home in less than 10 minutes. Apparently, they had gotten pretty far. My mom marched them all back in as they cried and yelled about Bloody Mary and the mirror and how they couldn't possibly sleep in the house because she was going to scratch their faces off. My mom just looked over at me and my friend and asked if we had any idea what they were talking about. We just shook our heads. Mom sent everyone to bed after that, and I honestly don't blame her. The next morning, after our friends were gone, I got to watch as my sister had to iron wax out of the hall carpet with an iron, newspaper, and paper towels. It was sweet, sweet revenge. My sister never tried to summon Bloody Mary again. Now, fast forward maybe 20 years later, and my sister, my mother, and I are having lunch at a local burger place when I tell my mom that I had been in contact with that same friend over Facebook. I was telling her about how my friend was doing, and she asked me if this was the same friend that was over during the Bloody Mary fiasco. I laughed and said that it was, and we had a good laugh about it on Facebook. Then my sister asked, "What Bloody Mary fiasco?" which made both my mother and I look at her as if she was out of her mind. My mom said, "The Bloody Mary fiasco. You know, the night Bloody Mary chased you and your friends out of the house? The same night you spilled candle wax all over my carpet?" My sister said that she had remembered the wax, but not that it had anything to do with Bloody Mary. And I told her that she had tried to summon Bloody Mary, and she and her friends had gotten so scared that they had ran out of the house, still carrying the baby doll and the candle, leaving wax everywhere. To which the light bulb finally came on behind her eyes, and she said, "Oh my God." I didn't remember that at all. I then turned and looked at my mom and saw the accusatory glare she was giving me. So I said, "I guess you know that it was me and my friend that did that to them, don't you?" To which my mom said, "You are my child. You came for me. Of course, I knew it was you. I just didn't know how, nor did I have any proof. But I knew you did something." So I explained rather quickly that my friend and I had done what we had done, and my sister turned on me, exclaiming, "You witch! I really thought it was an effing ghost trying to kill me." She then turned on my mom. "Mom, why didn't you punish her instead of me?" To which my mom laughed and said, "Because you were a major witch back then, and you completely deserved it." Plus, like I said, I had no proof of what happened, nor could I figure out how she had scared you girls so badly, so I couldn't punish her. Secretly, even though I knew she'd done something, I was glad she'd finally gotten one over on you. I'm quite proud, actually. It's 100% something I would have done if I had thought of it first. It still brings me joy to think about it, though it is a small consolation for a lifetime of being unable to look into a reflective surface for more than a few seconds. I still can't bring myself to do it. And that was my Bloody Mary prank on my sister. You tell me if you think she deserved it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the journey with me. I'm not sure how often I'll be posting something here, so leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and the bell, so you get updated when I do post. If you have questions or you want to know more about something I've said, please leave a comment and maybe I'll make a video explanation on the subject. But please be polite and courteous with the comments. My feelings don't get hurt, but the world has enough hate and judgment in it. It doesn't need yours on this video. If you think you know who I am, please don't leave a comment guessing my identity. Just send an email to the address in the description box. Thanks, and I'll see you when I see you.